Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wished your garden was less of a project and more like your own personal grocery store, with fresh greens always ready to go? Well, today we're going to unlock a super simple secret that can turn just one plant into a nonstop salad bar. We're talking more food with way less work. You know the feeling, right? You spend weeks, maybe even months, nurturing this perfect little plant. You get one amazing harvest and then, poof, it's gone. You're right back to square one with an empty patch of dirt. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I call this the one and done garden. You grow this beautiful, crisp head of lettuce. It's perfect. You pick it for a fantastic salad, and then you're just left looking at an empty spot in your garden bed. And for most of us, especially if you don't have a ton of space, this just feels so inefficient. All that time, all that water, all that effort, and it's all for just one meal's worth of greens. There's got to be a better way.
Well, what if I told you that that empty patch of soil is totally unnecessary? What if you could turn that single plant into a little salad factory that you can harvest from again and again and again? Turns out there is a smarter way. It's an absolute game-changing technique, and it's called cut and come again, or, CCA for short. It's so simple, so effective, and it is absolutely going to maximize your garden's potential. So, how in the world does this work? Well, with CCA, you're not actually killing the plant when you harvest. Think of it more like you're just giving it a haircut. By taking only the outer leaves and leaving that central growing point, the crown, totally untouched, you're basically sending a signal to the plant to just keep growing. And guess what? It does. Okay, so let's dive into exactly how you do this. The process for CCA is incredibly simple, but you do need to be a little bit precise to get it right. Right, so the key here is that precision. You want to cut just a little bit above the base, leaving those teeny tiny lowest leaves behind. You see those little joints where the leaves meet the stem, the axils? That's the plant's engine for regrowth. That's where all the magic is going to happen. So it really breaks down into 5 simple steps. First, pick a nice healthy plant. Then, find that central crown. That's where the new leaves are coming from. Then, just snip away the bigger outer leaves. But step 4, this is the golden rule, okay? Leave the center untouched. Seriously, that's your golden ticket to another harvest in just a few weeks. Okay, so you're probably wondering what plants actually work for this. I mean, you can't do this with everything. So let's build your continuous harvest shopping list. So the ideal candidates are things like loose leaf lettuces, not the big heading types like iceberg. Spinach is fantastic. Swiss chard, kales, and of course, all those zesty greens like mustard and arugula are absolutely perfect for the cut and come again method. Now, here is a really crucial tip. Pretty much all of these are cool season crops. That means they just love the milder weather of spring and fall. If you're trying to do this in the peak heat of summer, they might do something called bolting, which is basically when they give up on making tasty leaves and just try to make flowers and seeds instead. So timing is key. All right, so we know what it is, we know how to do it, and we know what plants to use. But let's really break down why this method is such a massive win for anybody with a home garden. I mean, just look at the difference. It's night and day. Instead of one single harvest, you get a continuous one. You maximize every single square inch of your garden. And the effort? Well, you're not constantly having to replant everything. You just let the plant regrow. This can extend your harvest season for weeks, sometimes even months. Just think about that for a second. Just one single planting of a lettuce plant can end up giving you fresh salads for an entire season. That is the power of this method. The amount of food you can get from one tiny spot in your garden, it's just incredible. This really changes your whole mindset. You're not just growing individual plants anymore. You are actively cultivating a living, breathing, regenerating pantry right outside your kitchen door, ready for you to snip a few leaves whenever you need them. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? This whole principle of a sustainable, continuous harvest, it's really powerful. It makes you wonder what else in your garden, or maybe even in other parts of your life, could give you so much more if you just changed the way you approached it.